All right, what's up guys and gals? It's Justin, Kobylka Reptiles. We're excited to be back for another video and vlog, and we get to feature somebody who we've not had here for a little while here. We got Tony from Hardwired Exotics, and you guys might remember him from a video we did, a Q&A at the other building, and it was really fantastic. A lot of you really appreciated it. It was a different perspective on starting a collection, and I got tons of good feedback about it.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we had at least 30 or 40 people that reached out to us other than YouTube, directly to Facebook, Instagram, whatever. So,
well, Tony's been an awesome example of the grind and really doing things right over a long period of time. It shows there's a lot of different ways into the industry, a lot of different ways to be successful. And it's really cool to get those different perspectives like that. But today, Tony's picking up a couple of really cool animals, and it's a good chance to feature off the Desert Ghost project because he's getting a couple. And I also have one that I've gotten from him that's one of my favorite Desert Ghosts ever. So we're gonna kind of get into that, guys, and I hope you like Desert Ghosts because they are really, really cool. Perfect. All right, Tony, so this animal that you're picking up today, this is kind of an enigma even to me, having hatched it, but it came from a Desert Ghost, Leopard Desert Ghost pied clutch. And on the top, what's that initial reaction? Looks like a leopard, right?
Definitely leopard.
Crazy. But, you always have to know on some of these pies, sometimes they're so low white that there's actually no pattern showing on the surface at all. It's always on the belly. So let's take a look at this belly. Check that out. So that's how you know a low white pied from just a standard belly or a standard ball python is because they always have the white belly. Now this animal is still unique though, because look at that. We never see this on pieds where the pattern actually crosses over.
Yeah, you can almost see the pied pattern kind of circled right there.
Right. It's so odd they come down that far.
And this one kind of goes under it.
So definitely a highly unique animal. But so what we know, it almost makes you wonder, well, is it a pied because of those crossovers and stuff? But like I was showing Tony, we were looking together at what a regular leopard belly looks like. That's the only other thing it could be, would be a regular leopard.
Yep.
We're gonna look at one of those bellies and check it out.
Yep, let's grab it.
All right, so this is a leopard het clown, 66% het puzzle, but we're gonna look at it just as a regular leopard. So comparing to that animal that you have in your hand there, look at the belly difference. So a regular leopard's never gonna have that pure white belly like a pied. So essentially what we have here is a nice, really nice, low white leopard pied with a really unique belly pattern that we've never really seen before. And 100% het Desert Ghost.
Nice.
Good size on her too.
Yeah, I was expecting a hatchling, but she's probably 300, 400 grams.
Yeah, great pickup for that project. Yeah, let's go look at a visual, what do you say?
Absolutely.
All right, awesome. So visual leopard Desert Ghost pied. It looks, when these came out, like, man, are you sure there was an orange dream in the pairing? Because they're so orange.
Yeah, definitely way brighter than one without Desert Ghost. It's crazy what the Desert Ghost does.
It's still cool to see all that pattern too, because most leopard pied stuff is going to go so high white, right?
Yeah, when I first asked you, I was like, are you 100% sure on the pied on the leopard? Because most of the time they're, really high white pieds.
I've just been fortunate over the years that I have held back so many low white examples that even though, pieds are supposed to be completely random, that over time we've had, just a kind of generational effect to where we get good pattern on even the leopard stuff and a lot of these other ones.
It's always curious what Inchy's going to do with this.
Right. It'll blow up the color even more, I bet. But that is so beautiful. So Desert Ghost, of course, pieds are beautiful anyways, but they darken so much with age, like almost any ball python. But the Desert Ghost lightens and brightens with age. And that's, by the way, that's the sign of your leopard right there. As you see that, pieds will usually have a saddle. They have two lines here. A leopard will add that extra lines on the sides here. And that's one of the major hallmarks. They don't always have that, but if you see it, it's a good sign. Gotcha. And you see here, all the black barring on the neck is another good sign of leopard.
I did not know that.
Yeah, just a couple things, and that's the problem, is that they're never universal. You see different features in different ones, but that's one thing we look for.
Good.
Really cool. All right. All right, guys. So now we're going to look at an animal that I got from Tony just a little while back. And this is kind of cool, Tony, because since you were here last, you've changed. Something's changed big time in your business. Maybe you can go ahead and fill us in.
Absolutely. So I think it's been almost 10 months, give or take a couple of weeks since we've done that interview. Trying to work so much and do this as a business, it was just too much. Having a newborn, trying to have time for family, and breeding snakes, take care of snakes, and this is a one-man show here. You know, we have
And decent collection takes a lot of time. I'm sure you found that your evenings are pretty. You know, it takes a lot of time.
a lot of time doing it, and something had to give. So we crunched the numbers. What we decided to do was take some money out of our savings and invest more money into the snakes. And we took that big leap, and here we are. We're doing it full time. Have been for 7 months now.
And based on what I've seen, what you've told me, it's doing really, really well for you guys too. It's been better than
absolutely.
you expected even.
I never would have dreamed, even 10 months ago in that interview that we done, that I would be doing this full time. Our customers have just been so great. I mean, I can't even explain how good our customers have been to us, and we didn't even really have that great of a year as far as the odds go on our snakes and stuff.
But you have such a great instinct for this business. And that's something I could tell from our interview and everything, that you had a really good instinct, which is so important. But also, when you free up your time, and if any of you guys have ever thought about doing this, you know, as a full-time job eventually or whatever, you get to a certain point where you're like, maybe I'm not doing well enough to do this full time. But when you free up the other 8 hours of your day and you focus on something, you know, so much of life is really based on focus. Where you put your focus and where you put your effort is where you're gonna have your success. And so when you stop splitting your effort and you start really focusing where you want to be and really giving it your all, it's amazing how transformational that can be. And so that's what happened when I quit. You know, it's been, I don't know, 8 or 9 years.
It's funny because you think you quit work and you're going to have all kinds of time to do everything.
Yeah, you feel it. Yeah.
And it's like, I have less time now than I did when I was doing both, it feels like.
But you're in charge of your time.
But I'm in charge of my time.
Yeah.
And
super happy for you, man. Really excited for you.
Appreciate it.
And I got to have a little teeny tiny part of helping with that. Look at that snake that I got from him.
I'm not even sure I want to see it.
You might regret letting it go, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, she's so pretty, man.
Wow.
Check that out. She's grown a lot since when I got her in,
absolutely.
too. So, you're the perfect person for this. We're both a little unsure of what's in her.
Yep.
As far as genetics, other than Desert Ghost, right? We know that.
Definitely Desert Ghost.
Tell me the pairing, though.
So this was Blackhead, Mojave, Het Desert Ghost to, I hear range, to Pastel Chocolate Inchy Desert Ghost Het Hypo.
Wow, so there's so much at play. I don't even think I had this one labeled as Pos Het Hypo.
Yeah,
I'm going to have to do that.
It's 50% Het Hypo.
Wow. So I think it's Blackhead in it. I think it's chocolate. That's the two things that I feel pretty sure. But also my eye says Inchy a little bit.
I think it's Inchy. And honestly, the head's awfully white. Could be pastel too. So
it's so beautiful.
It may be
love that
all of it.
blushing. Love that blushing. And
oh, this thing's fantastic.
just such a cool. I don't even know. Honestly, I got it because it's so beautiful. But like in my mind, I'm still thinking I don't know what I can do necessarily to make it even better. But I know there's something out there.
Oh, I know.
OD would be cool in it, or another copy of
Inchy.
chocolate or Inchy or.
I think the double dose of chocolate in this, you may actually lose some of this color.
Really? Maybe.
The super chocolate is so dark, and they're beautiful in Desert
You
Ghost.
lose the contrast a
but
little
You lose
bit.
the contrast.
Yeah, good point.
I don't know.
Huh.
Got at least another year to think about it. So
That's the best thing. You know, a lot of times I'll buy females and I have absolutely no plan for it. And part of the reason I have no plan is because I know that it's useless to try to think of a plan because everything's going to change in 3 years by the time they get big enough.
The males are going to be completely different.
Completely different males, probably a completely different direction that you could not have anticipated when you got it. But
Nice.
so cool. So happy with her.
So we were the first ones to make the Blackhead Desert Ghost that I know of. Actually,
Yeah.
I think last week in our YouTube channel, we just talked about the Blackhead Desert Ghost just by itself. And I think I showed that off. And I think that's on the week prior to this. So maybe check that out.
Did you make another one other than this one?
I made 1.2 And you got one of the girls that I think is blackhead.
Okay.
I kept a girl and I kept the male. The male is just blackhead desert ghost.
That's awesome.
So, and he's a little bit bigger than, actually it's the clutch mate in this clutch. So I kept him for sure. It's the only male. So
Super cool.
need to get him into those projects as soon as possible. So
Man, well, let me know when you make some more. I want some more.
I think everybody does. As soon as Justin put this on his Instagram, I guess what, a week or two ago, my Instagram just flooded with, hey, I need a desert ghost blackheads. I'm like,
And of course, you don't have any. That's how it always works. You put something up, it's really cutting edge, and then there's all that interest. But because it's so cutting edge, you gotta wait till you make
even
more.
when I produce more, I mean, they're going to be so limited on how many of them are that there is. Anyway, we're trying, guys. We're trying. We'll get there.
Okay, so here we have two like transformation pictures. One of them is one that you're getting today versus how the adult looks.
Yep.
And we'll start with that one. This is what is this one?
Fire spot nose desert ghost.
So the crazy thing is this snake completely transforms. We have a 4-year-old girl now. Let's take a look at her. Desert ghost, the same one. We're bringing it to an inchy cypress het desert ghost. It'll be really interesting. I'm really excited about that pairing. She got some good follicles starting here, but look at the color on the same combo at 4 years of age.
Can we throw this little one in here?
Yeah, throw that little one. Look at that difference.
Can you see it? Am I at the right angle?
That's amazing. Here, just set it right here on the actual. Oh.
It's crazy.
Yes, he's gonna hide. But super cool. So that's the transformation after just 4 years. But it's a combination of two things. First of all, desert ghost brightens crazy with age, right?
Yep.
The second thing is fire. People don't know this a lot about fire, but it actually enhances as well, and it brightens with age.
Yeah.
So when you combine the both of them, you have an animal here that is, I don't know. It's just, he's trying to crawl down in there. Look at that.
He's gonna be stuck in his second.
He's gonna make that big female a hide for itself. So just amazing to see. Really, really cool that change.
Which brings up another point.
You wanted that snake before you even saw this. This is just
I never even seen this, but I knew
you knew how it worked.
I knew how it would work out.
Yeah.
So, yep.
So cool.
And the reason why I knew that is because of my personal favorite animal that you have, which is the fire hypo desert ghost.
Right.
So we'll bring that up in just a second too. But
that thing's just crazy. Fire in general with desert ghosts is just such an amazing combination.
Which is why we ended up with this, because I had been looking for a fire desert ghost male.
Right.
And just so happened to have spot nose in it, which I don't have very much spot nose in the desert ghost stuff either. So this male just happened to be it. I knew what it would age like. I didn't know it would be this nice, but I knew it would be nice.
So cool.
Pay attention to your desert ghost stuff, people.
Yeah, and keep stacking those genes that look better with age, right?
Absolutely.
It takes time, but it's so worth it. All right, let's go look at that other animal.
Absolutely.
Okay, so Tony, this is one of your favorites.
I absolutely love this snake. So, I don't know if it was the last time, but recently in the past year, I actually bought a fire desert ghost hypo just to hopefully have something like this thing.
This one is also the fan favorite of all the babies I made in 2018.
Oh, yeah?
This was everybody's favorite when I did a top 10 video.
Nice.
So, and she's super cool. Go ahead. Look at that.
Yep. This is absolutely beautiful. Dream snake for me. Apparently range 2.
We're just leaving this in suspense. So this is the fire hypo desert ghost. We're talking about the interaction of fire and desert ghost, right? So this is basically that interaction with the added hypo, right? Actual ghost on it. And so we brought over here to a baby version, so you can see how much they transform with age. So this is actually the daughter of the snake. They're mother and daughter here, but you can see this is exactly how this snake looked as a baby, and it transforms all the way to that in about 3 to 4 years.
It's crazy.
Definitely one of the best, coolest adult combos you can get right now.
Absolutely. I'm taking this snake home. Justin just don't know it yet.
Nope. All right, Tony, had a great time, man. It's really awesome. Thanks for coming. And he brought the idea of showing some of those really cool desert ghost combos. And I'm just excited that I get to have one of your animals here too.
I certainly appreciate it. I mean, I love desert ghosts. I mean, you can't go wrong with desert goose.
Absolutely.
I love looking at them, even if they're not mine.
For sure. No, they're just, it's something, it's so cool to see something that gets better with age, you know. And we more and more ball pythons are doing that, but
Yep.
still seems like desert ghost is kind of that X factor with so many of them that makes it happen.
Absolutely.
So be sure you go and check out his page. He also has a YouTube channel. Make sure you go there and like and subscribe that. Great content, great guy, and congratulations to you on your future here in this industry. The fact that you're doing it full time, it's quite a leap.
I appreciate it.
But it's already working out amazing, and
Yep.
hopefully
Very
it just
thankful.
carries on. So next time, guys, I'll
Thanks.
see you then.
Everybody, thank you.